Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to make logo designs just like the ones I have here based on a name. This tutorial will be followed in Affinity Designer, but you can also follow it in Adobe Illustrator, really just any vector program. And we'll be working with the name Jaden. But again, this design process can be followed with any name. These are the designs we'll be making, but I'm going to go ahead and hide them for the moment. Make a new layer. I'm in the pixel persona, so I'm going to go ahead and into the vector designer persona. And to start, you're going to want to make a rectangle. Just like this, with a stroke in black. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the center of the page. And now that I have my rectangle, I'm going to come over here to the pen tool and start tracing out my letters. We're going to start with J. So I'm going to go ahead and trace this rectangle, but only the parts of the J. So then if I take away the rectangle, the J is still there. If I want to edit this J, I can always do that. I'm going to get back the rectangle so that it'll snap. And these lines aren't perfectly straight anymore because I took away the rectangle, but it's all right. So there we go. We've got our little base J. Now we're going to start adding some of these other letters and with whatever name you're doing. So an A, I see pretty easily. You just go ahead and add an A. Then you have a Y, which is already there. You can see the Y right here. So we can ignore that. And a D is also already there. You can see the D is right here. And then an E, which is also already there. We're getting lucky. I'm going to change my brush. The E is also already there, right here. To get rid of these lines, I'm doing Control Z, which is how you undo. And then the N, which is not there. I see an N shape forming with this, so I'm just going to add the final line. And make it black. So there we go. I've got my base design. Really how I did this is just gaming out the letters until I had something that worked. This usually takes a couple tries, but I already sort of thought about this one, so it didn't take me that long. I'm going to delete the base rectangle. Yours might not look like this, probably because it doesn't have the right stroke. So you're going to want to make sure that the stroke is around 8 or 9. And now it should look similar to this. Alright, so we've got our base design. Now we're going to try to make it look like these do. This is actually much simpler than it seems. The first thing you're going to want to do for any of these designs is add a little white outline. 15. Alright, so we've got that. And we're going to start with this pastels design because it's the easiest. I'm going to come over here to the vector brush tool. I'm going to put in the color that I want. Pastels, as the name suggests, look better than a really super bright color. And I'm going to come over and pick a brush. Acrylics is what I'm using. If you're in a different program, you're going to have to find a different brush, but these ones work really well. And I'm just going to go ahead and sketch something out. This takes a little playing around. You just sort of have to figure it out. But it's really just sketching with that brush tool. And then I'm going to shift click and bring these up. Oh, see, this is a good mistake that you need to learn how to not do. This outline is for the whole layer, but I just want the outline for these curves, so I'm going to add this outline again. And now you can see the outline. Because this is multiple strokes, it's showing the outline on top of each other. If you didn't like this, you could just retrace it with only one stroke, what I'm doing right now. It's in blue because I was painting with a blue brush, but I'm just going to change it to black. And then I could get rid of these. And I would have the same design, and then I could add the outline and it would look better. Now we've gotten through a little bit of mistakes. This is the first pastel design. And we're going to copy and paste this layer and get rid of the pastel because you still want the outline for the next design we're doing, which is the highlights design. This one. For this design, you want to copy and paste this and take the underlayer and sort of drag it out like this. You don't need an outline on this, and you're just going to want to change the stroke to whatever color. And look at that, you've got a highlights design. This might be harder if you have the snapping tool on to get the highlight just where you want it. It'll take a little bit of playing around, but often I turn off the snapping tool when I'm making this highlights. All right, let's go to the final design, which is the graffiti design right here. I'm going to actually copy this entire highlights. This graffiti design looks good a lot of different ways, but I'm going to copy the highlight one for now. I'm going to go over here to the pixel persona, to the paintbrush tool, and use this brush. It's a watercolor brush. Again, if you're in a different program, you're going to have to find a different brush that looks similar. I'm just going to drag. I always do this in a circle, in circles, little circles. I'm going to drag around this shape. There we go. And I'm going to put this above and this above. I did not mean to do that. All right, now that we've got that done, then you have this pixel layer, which you can edit. I'm just going to put in the center there. And look at that. If you want to make it look a little bit different, you can add a black outline. Or if you want there to be a little bit of layering, you can avoid the outline. Those are the 3 designs. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If it was, I hope you'll leave a like or comment. And if you want a personalized logo design, you can head on over to my TikTok, which will be linked in the description. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.